Hello, my name is Agatha, and I'm going to do a tarot reading about Rhona Graff. Rhona Graff, according to Wikipedia, was born either in 52 or 1953, okay? And she's an executive assistant to Donald Trump and the senior vice president of the Trump organization. She worked at the Trump Tower in New York City for nearly 30 years, okay, prior to Donald Trump's election. And she's been described as Trump's gatekeeper. Ever since the election to the White House, Graff has continued to handle his arrangements outside official engagements. So she grew up in Queens, New York City. She holds a master in psychology and education from Queens College. And following graduation, she left a job in sports marketing in order to look after her mother. And in 1987, she began to work for Donald Trump. Okay, Trump presidency. I'm reading the Wikipedia, okay? Since Trump's assumption of the US presidency, Graff has reportedly communicated with Trump through his White House assistant, Madeleine Westerhout, and a former deputy chief of staff, Katie Walsh. Okay. Roger Stone has described Graff as a go-between for anyone who thinks the system in Washington will block their access. Okay, so if they want to talk to Trump, they need to talk to her first. Okay. Graff's names came to the attention of congressional investigators of Russian interference in a 2016 United States election in August 2017, following reports that she appeared to be referred to by name by music publicist Rob Goldstone in an email to Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., concerning the upcoming Vyselnitskaya meeting in Trump Tower in June 2016. Goldstone wrote, "I can also send this info to your father via Rhona, but it is ultra sensitive, so I wanted to send it to you first." Ooh. Goldstone also emailed Graff herself in July 2015, appearing to offer to help set up a meeting between Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Washington Post has reported that Graff is to speak with House Intelligence Committee staff in December 2017. We are in June 2018, so I don't know if this happened already or not. She is represented by the Trump Organization's attorney, Alan Futertas. She lives in New York. In 1993, she married Lucius Joseph Riccio, who was a deputy commissioner of transportation. Okay, so this is Rhona Graff. Rhona Graff. If you'd like your own personal reading, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. I'm going to use the Tarot Illuminati, and it's going to be a 10-card reading in which I'm using the Celtic Cross. And the question that I'm asking the tarot is, what does the future hold? Okay, one card fell out. I'm going to show you. Queen of Pentacles, interesting. Maybe she's all about the money. I have no idea. Well, the question that I'm going to ask the tarot is, what does the future hold for Rhona Graff for the next 12 months? So from middle of June 2018 to May 2019. What does the future hold for Rhona Graff for the next 12 months? We will also see the relationship she has with Donald Trump in another with another deck. Okay, but right now, what does the future hold for Rhona Graff for the next 12 months? I'm going to cutting, and I'm going to show you. So 1, an offering. 2, concerning a relationship. 3, money. 4, instability. 5, in the past. 10 of Wands, she's a hardworking woman. 6, King of Wands. This is Trump. Even though he's a Gemini, he has a rising sign in Leo and Mars in Leo. So yeah, the King of Wands. And he has the Moon in Sagittarius. This applies so much, King of Wands. I know what to do. 7. 3 of Swords. Something's gonna break her heart. 8. 8 of Cups. Someone is walking away. Who's walking away? Is she walking away? 9. 7 of Swords. Someone is lying and not telling the whole truth. And 10. 5 of Wands. Oh, a lot of conflict. The next 12 months are not going to be easy for Rhona Graff. Now, I usually don't do this, but let's see at the end of the deck. 5 of Cups. So this is not going to be easy for Rhona, for Miss Rhona. Now I'm going to use another deck, which is Kirill Marchetti Oracle of Visions. And I'm going to take a card, one card, to know, like, one card to know, to be like the synthesis for Rhona Graff for the next 12 months, the synthesis of her life for the next 12 months. Okay. To me, this is manipulating energy, manipulating things. So it's a seamstress. It seems like a seamstress. And she's touching several, I don't know how to call this, threads. Yes, threads. She seems to be manipulating things. She seems to be unraveling things. Maybe she has a very difficult sort of job where it feels like she has to do everything, wherein she has to unravel things in order to do her job. This is one way of reading it. So therefore, this is why there's so much difficulty in her job. So she kind of has to do everything. It feels like, by looking at this card, this is number 13, by the way, which is the death card in tarot, which is transformation. It's not death. No one is dying, okay? But to me, it feels like, how do I say this? It feels like this woman, if you look at this woman, the designer comes to this woman, the seamstress, with a loose drawing of a dress. I want you to do this. It's going to be glamorous and beautiful and whatever, and everyone is going to buy it. It's going to cost $1 million, whatever. A very loose drawing. And then she has to figure out everything. She has to figure out how to do this. She actually does the whole work. Okay? That's how I feel right now, looking at this card. So the seamstress does the whole work, and the designer does like a loose drawing. Yeah, just do this. Do this. It's going to be beautiful and fabulous and glamorous. It feels like that to her. It's like, do this, and she has to unravel every tiny little detail in order to do what she was told to do. This is one way of reading it. The other way of reading is like she will be unraveling things, maybe, to the Mueller investigation. Ooh. She will be the great unraveler. She will, she will connect all the threads. Maybe. I don't know if she will do this gladly or if she will be forced. I have no idea. But she's like unraveling the threads of Trump organization, Trump himself, or simply just due to her work, she has to unravel things before doing what she was ordered to do, whatever it was. So it feels like she might be the backbone of the organization. So the theme for the next 12 months is the Prince of Cups. She will be given something. Either she will be given something, there will be like some sort of offering. And I'm thinking Mueller investigation. That's what I'm thinking. We will give you this if you come clean, if you talk to us. We will pardon you. We won't do anything to you if you talk to us. Another way of reading this card, as a theme, it could be that whatever gift was given to her by whomever, Trump himself, the Russians, I don't know, that will be the theme for her next 12 months. Meaning, if something was given to her, it will be very much in the forefront for the next 12 months in her life. That which is yet not seen, the Lovers, I'm going to read this as two ways. A relationship, not necessarily a love relationship, but a relationship, or a decision. So she might have to make a decision concerning an offer that has been given to her or will be given to her within the next 12 months. I wish I knew her natal chart, because she was either born in 1952 or 53. That tells me nothing. 52 or 53, it tells me nothing. Hey, people from US, hey, do you have like a way to know when Rhona Graff was born, like her actual birthday? Because I only know what I'm reading in Wikipedia, and Wikipedia tells me she was either born in 52 or 1953, one or the other. That tells me nothing. Okay, so if anyone has a way of getting that information, of knowing the day of birth, the month of birth, and the proper year. She was born in Queens, if I'm not mistaken. Queens, New York, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and with the right time, that's the accurate birth time. That's already asking for too much, but that would be awesome. That would be awesome if anyone can get their information legally, of course, you know, or if anyone who knows Rhona Graff, and I don't know. Anyway, so she could be like making a decision within the next 12 months concerning a offering which will be given to her. I don't know who's offering. I'm thinking Mueller investigation might be offering her something if she unravels certain mysteries, like total pardon, total protection if you speak, if you talk. But it could be any other type of decision. Like let's say like a big company, like a big big organization wants her to work for them. There could be that type of offering. Come and work for, I don't know, what's like Ford or whatever. We want to give you this amount of money if you work for us. It could be that. Now, in another way, this could also be a romantic offering. Even though I'm not reading it like that, but it could be a romantic offering, because the Prince of Cups is truly romantic, and the Lovers, it's connected with the Lovers. So it could be that, but honestly, if it is that, she will have her heart broken, because the Three of Swords showed up in the position connected with her. So if it is that, she should not accept it. She will have her heart broken. The guy I'm assuming guy will walk away and will be cheating on her. So if there's anything connected with love, what I see is a romantic gesture, but a gesture that really doesn't have structure. Like whatever romantic offer that comes your way, this person is not to be trusted, this person is lying and cheating, this person will walk away and break her heart. Okay, it could be that. So I don't know how it is her personal life. I don't know if she's still married. She might still be married. Another way of reading this is that maybe the decision that she has to do is maybe she finds out, I have no idea, this is for entertainment purposes only, okay. Another way of reading these cards is that maybe she finds out that her husband or partner is cheating, and she finds out, her heart is broken, and then she walks away, because I don't think she's the type of woman that would put up with that. But then again, I don't know her, and I don't know her chart, her astrological chart. If anyone knows information about Rhona Graff, please share it with us. But honestly, in the context of everything that's going on right now, I'm thinking Mueller investigation is giving her an offer of, please speak to us, speak to us, speak to us, we will pardon you fully and totally. Another thing that I just got, this unraveling card, if she finds out there's some sort of cheating in her personal life, she will be unraveling everything. She will be connecting the dots. So she's not dumb. Now, the basis, the root, the Prince of Pentacles. There's two princes. Like, how many princes is there? There's two princes and the king. There's the King of Wands. To me, this is Trump. So, who's this prince? This could be the two sons of Trump. One is smarter than the other. I only know this because I see SNL sketches, and they're really funny. When the Trump kids are being portrayed, oh my God. So one is, maybe this is connected with the Trump kids. So one kid is slower. The Prince of Pentacles, yeah, one kid is slower. So the Prince of Pentacles is really slow, but is devoted and faithful. So if the Prince of Cups and the Prince of Pentacles represent the kids of Trump, one is offering her something, one might be offering her something, or the next theme for the next 12 months in her life would be the fact that something was offered to one of the Trump kids, and now she has to make a decision concerning that. So she knows that something was given to one of the Trump kids, very generous offer, but an offer that mainly was made in order to manipulate the Trump kids. Manipulation. Not just the Trump kids, but anything connected with Trump. So, and now she has to make a decision about, how to deal with this. Will she tell Mueller in the Mueller investigations? Will she not? Oh God, my hair is stupid. Now the other Trump kid is slow moving, but faithful and devoted. So it's like if she talks about one kid, she affects the other kid, and maybe this is very hard for her to do. Maybe she feels some sort of mothering feeling towards the kids, towards the two sons of Trump. Maybe she saw them growing up. I have no idea. Now this is also Prince of Pentacles. This is an offering of money. So there might have been an offering of money, either to her, to the Trump organization, to the kids of Trump, and she knows about it. Either she knows about that, and now she has to make a decision concerning that knowledge. If this is more connected with a possible hypothetical cheating of her husband or partner, she'll find out through money. money and gifts were offered, and she will be unraveling the credit card bills, and she will be like, you bought the bracelet. It's not a very expensive bracelet, but still you bought this bracelet. And it's not mine. You didn't give it to me. So to whom did you gave this bracelet? So she'll be checking in a very detailed sort of way. She'll be checking the credit cards, the accounts, the money which was spent, if this is anything to do connected with her husband. If this, again, going back to the Mueller investigation, she will have to speak to the Mueller investigation, to the FBI, right? She will have to unravel the money, all money spent. Maybe she will be questioned about the money. Any tiny little detail concerning the money, that's what they'll want to know from her. Any tiny little expense. Now, the past influencing the present and the future. Two of Pentacles. So her life has been she's been juggling many things. Her life is inconstant. She has to be very flexible to juggle everything in her life. Something again concerning money. Money that she has to juggle. She has to juggle money. How does she has to juggle money? Maybe there's not enough money to pay all the accounts. However, concerning her work, so concerning the Trump organization. So maybe she has to juggle, like one part of the organization, she takes money from here to put money in there. Maybe there's some sort of trouble there, at least in the last 3 months. I have no idea. However, from what I've been reading in the newspapers, Trump seems to be making a lot of money since he has become a president. Trump, Ivanka, they seem to be cashing in. Sorry, not that I'm judging, not at all. I'm not. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe there's way too much money and she has to hypothetically, this is for entertainment purposes only. I have no idea what's happening. And she has to juggle the money that's showing up and she doesn't know where to put it or how to explain this money. Like cynical people would immediately say this, laundering. I try not to be cynical, even though I am a little. So that's another explanation. Not that I'm saying that's what's happening because I don't know. Okay, that's yet another way of seeing it, connected with this card. Like money from overseas, money from across the ocean, and she doesn't know what to do with it because maybe there's so much. But this is just instability. Like in life, like having nothing to do with money is just instability. Her life is unstable. So she doesn't know where she stands because everything in her life is unstable. So maybe she has to make decisions concerning the Trump organization and she cannot talk to Trump, or she doesn't know what to do, or maybe Trump takes a lot of her time and maybe then he says one thing and then he says another and she has to unravel everything on her own. There's a lot of instability, even like she doesn't know where to stand, she doesn't know what to do, and just, it could be that. And this is even more present for her in the last 3 months. So June, Fevereiro, Março, Abril, Maio, March, April, and May. March, April, and May, things have been intensified in the bad English, in the instability in her life. Instability in the last 3 months is even worse, and this is nothing connected with money. It's just general instability in her life, in her career, in her personal life. Again, if this is more connected with her love life, there's a lot of instability in her love life. Maybe she's okay with her husband, then she's not. Then maybe she suspects something about her husband, then everything is okay. I have no idea. I don't know if she's divorced. According to Wikipedia, she's married, but I have no idea if they're still together or not. Now, that which is in her head or that which she wants, She has the Ten of Wands. I don't know. One can say that she wants to be seen as the hardworking person, the person who does everything, the person who does not delegate, or that which is in her head. What's in your head all the time is the fact that she has to do all the work. She has to do all the work. She's a hardworking woman. And she's tired. She's tired of this. She's tired of doing the unraveling, because there's two kids in this organization, the Prince of Cups and the Prince of Pentacles. She cannot trust them because they're young and immature, and she has to do all the work. And she's tired of it. She's tired to have to deal with everything. Now, the near future, which could be 3 months from now, June, July, August, September, so 2 to 3 months, August, September, the King of Wands. This represents Trump. So, something connecting her with Trump in August, September. Something that might come to the light concerning her and Trump in August, September. Or she will have to deal more closely with Trump in August, September. Or 2018, something connected with Trump comes to the light around August or September and will affect her. Or Trump is worried, because in this card, this guy seems to be worried. Worried. This guy is worried. He's worried that she will talk around August, September. Now, her, how she will be feeling within the next 12 months. The Three of Swords. Her heart is broken. She's feeling betrayed. One way of reading it is that she's feeling betrayed. Now, this could be connecting to a possible something connected with her marriage. Maybe she finds out that there's some sort of cheating. Or maybe she's doing the cheating. I really hope not, but I'm trying to give all possible. So she finds out a third party, or she is the third party. I don't know. I have no idea, okay? So I'm giving you all the possible meanings connected with this card and with this reading. I don't know which one will be correct. I have no idea. I'm just reading the cards. I don't know her. Okay, I don't know her life. I am not a psychic. I'm reading the cards. So, either something connected with cheating in her personal romantic life. Yes. Either she feels awful, maybe she's with someone and she feels awful and she knows what she's doing, and she knows that she's breaking her husband or partner's heart, but she's still with this person. Or it's the other way around. She finds out, she unravels the fact that her husband has someone else, and her heart is broken. Now, if this is connected with her work and the Trump organization and the Mueller investigation, she feels like she's betraying something. She feels like she has no other choice but to speak. One way of reading it. I'm not saying she will be talking. I'm not saying that. But one way it could be of reading this card is that she feels her heart is broken, and this card also speaks of heart problems. She feels her heart is broken if she is forced to speak against Trump. That's how she feels. She feels like literally her heart is breaking, but she's being forced. Another way of reading this, whatever happens within 2 to 3 months, August or September, to Trump, whatever happens to him will break her heart. Now, something could happen to him. I really hope not. I'm not wishing anything bad towards Trump. I'm not. But imagine some sort of health scare happens to him. And it could even be something connected with the heart. Whatever happens to him in terms of health breaks Rhona's heart. If he is attacked in some way, if there's some sort of an attack towards Trump, now this could be like a violent attack. I really hope not. Or it could be an attack by the way she is perceiving it, an attack to Trump by the Mueller investigation, whatever is happening to Trump will break her heart. This is one way of reading it. Another way of reading it. Yet another way of reading the Three of Swords is that Trump will do something in August, September. He will do something that will break her heart. And whatever he does concerning her might be the catalyst for her to leave and for her to spill the beans. So her heart is broken. Maybe there's some sort of instability in her personal life. And Trump just doubles down on that. And then she like kind of gives up and just, I'm sick of this shift. this thing of doing all the work and being the seamstress and not getting the reward and not being respected for the work that I do. I'm sick of this. I'm going to talk. She might also have heart problems. I'm not wishing bad things to her at all. Okay? Again, I don't know this person. But she might have heart problems as well. Now, other people surrounding her, Eight of Cups, or how other people see her. Other people might see her within the next 12 months, and this is the general public, friends, co-workers, family. They might see her as someone who's walking away. This person is leaving. So Rhona Graff might be leaving the Trump organization. People surrounding her might be leaving. So this could be a husband, this could be a spouse, this could be someone important to her, someone in her family that might be leaving. Maybe they just can't take this anymore, This could be even like a co-worker, someone with whom she works very closely, and this person is leaving. So there's someone in her life is leaving, is walking away, or she is walking away. This could even be Trump walking away. Trump might be walking away. Trump might be walking away from the Trump presidency in August, September, or within the next 12 months. And that is the thing that breaks her heart. Someone is walking away. I don't know who. Now, hopes, fears, wishes, advice. Seven of Swords. As a hope, she's hoping that she continues to keep all the secrets. She knows where all the bodies are buried, so to speak, quote unquote. She knows everything. She knows where the money is at. She knows everything. She knows all the secrets. She wants to keep the secrets. She's afraid of that those secrets come to light. As an advice, I can read this as be diplomatic. Be diplomatic. Try to be flexible, and I'm thinking that she lacks flexibility, or at least within the next 12 months she will lack flexibility, because there's a lot of instability in her life, and she's doing all the things, everything, so there's very little space in her life, in her mind, in her emotional self to be diplomatic. I don't think so. Sorry. And plus she knows where the money is. Every tiny little detail connected with money, she knows where the money is. Another type of advice would be tell the secrets. Tell the secrets. Just say everything that you know. If she speaks, she might speak of 5 different things and leave 2 things untold. Why do I say this? Because the guy is walking away with 5 swords, and there's 2 swords here, that is leaving behind. So if Rhona Graff speaks anything connected with the Russian investigation, she might speak of 5, not just the Russian investigation, other things connected with the Trump organization. She might speak of 5 things, 5 major things, and she might omit 2 major things, which could even be more severe. So the advice could be speak. If she starts to speak, maybe she can control the amount of information that she can give. Maybe she has to tell a lot. Maybe she has to reveal a lot of secrets. But if she accepts this offering, whatever this offering is, from, for instance, the Mueller investigation, to speak, and nothing will happen to her. If she accepts that, and if she starts to speak, maybe she controls the type of information that she can give. Meaning, she maybe just doesn't have to give up all the secrets. Maybe that's the tiny little amount of control that she will have. Now, the outcome, it's the Five of Wands. A lot of conflict and quarreling in her life within the next 12 months. Inner conflict as well. Like, there will be conflict outside in her life and conflict within. Because she doesn't know if she should talk. She doesn't want to talk. She doesn't want to betray anyone's trust. At the same time, she feels that she's being attacked by everyone. I would say even by Trump. She's being attacked, and that also causes her to feel that her heart is broken and to feel betrayed by everyone. People are walking away. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of quarrel in her life. Either she speaks or she doesn't speak. And, like I said before, at the bottom of the deck, there's the Five of Cups. So, she'll be losing something within the next 12 months. Something will be lost. Not total. And again, I'm seeing the two here. You see the, like, 3 cups are spilled. The 2 cups behind her are upright. So she will not be losing everything. There's 2 things that can still be maintained. And like I said before, in the advice card, there's 5 cards and there's 2 cards that are left behind. There's 2 things. If this is connected with secrets, there's 2 things that will not come to light, that will not be known, that she will be able to keep a secret. So maybe there's a lot of revelations coming up, which will cause a great deal of loss in her life. There's like 2 things she will not lose, or there's 2 things that will not be revealed, that will not come to the light, that will be protected. I don't know what. Okay, now I'm going to use another deck, which is the Mystical Tarot, and I'm going to ask about the relationship between her and Donald Trump for the next 12 months. How will be the relationship between Rhona Graff and Donald Trump for the next 12 months? And I'm going to use 5 cards. This is going to be a 5-card reading. I'm using another deck because I want to know if similar cards will appear. If that's the case, it means that it's an emphasis on that message. So, the relationship between Rhona Graff and Trump for the next 12 months. How will it be? I'm going to cut. 1. Another Knight, the 9 of Wands. Knights could be messages. 1, 2. Okay, the 3 of Pentacles. Oh my God, the Death card. Scorpio, okay. 3, 4. Another Knight. See, the Knight of Pentacles showed up again. This has to do about money. They're talking about money. And last, the outcome is the 2. It's the 2 of Wands. And this speaks to me of a decision. Now, the bottom of the deck, Judgment. They're talking about some sort of judgment, some sort of trial. The connection. They're talking about mainly about the Mueller investigation. So the theme between the 2 of them for the next 12 months is represented by the Knight of Wands. A lot of messages between the both of them. Quick messages they're talking about, and they seem to be at least like more or less hopeful, and they feel that they have like a good grip on everything with everything is going on, or she's receiving, maybe Rhona is receiving very pleasant, joyful messages and talks by Donald Trump. Maybe he's telling her, don't worry, everything is fine, don't worry, this will all, how do you say, blowout. This will be fine, don't worry about it, everything is fine. Maybe this is what the way he's addressing her, to not worry. I think she's worried. But a lot of messages between the two of them. This could also be a trip. The Knight of Wands could be trips. And this could be trips connected with love affairs, because Wands is connected with sex. And, you know, the Knight of Wands can be really passionate. So, they're talking about trips connected with other women. Maybe that's like the thing that she knows about, because she knows about the money that Trump spent on these trips or in these love affairs, or anything connected with romance. Anything connected with romance, Trump, Rhona Graff knows everything, I would say. Now the bottom, the root, like the Three of Pentacles, yeah, she's an expert in dealing with situations. She's an expert. She's really good. And again, to me, it's like talking about money. Talking about money, talking about money, talking about money, or talking about the Trump organization. So money connected with trips, or money that goes into the Trump organization, or anything connected with the Trump organization, they keep talking about it all the time. Plans, and, you know, they keep making plans about the Trump organization. Maybe he talks to her a lot. More about his own company, his own organization, and maybe he's not really all that interested in being president. We know that. But maybe the majority of time that he spends talking and thinking and dealing with, it's like maybe he never left the Trump organization. Maybe he talks with Rhona all the time about the Trump organization and all the plans that he has for the future. He's very enthusiastic about the plans that he has for the future. Now, the past influencing the present. There's the Death card. No one is dying, no one is dead. There's some sort of major change that has already happened. And I'm not talking about being president, because I'm going to read, it could be being president, yes, and this completely changed the relationship, or somewhat changed things for Trump. But I'm feeling that this is a more recent transformation between Trump and Rhona Graff. There's some sort of major transformation that might have happened within the last 3 months, March, April, May. Something major happened within the last 3 months that changed the dynamics of their relationship. What? I don't know. Something big. Now, that which is in their mind, okay, it's again the Knight of Pentacles. It's money. It's money. It's all the little expenses. Everything. She knows. He talks to her about every aspect of the money. Remember when I was shuffling in the beginning, and in the first deck it came out the Queen of Pentacles, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe she's very good with money. Maybe she's like an excellent accountant or something like that. She's good with money. She's good with finances. And he micromanages her in terms of money. Every tiny little decision concerning money. They're talking about money. They're talking about money connected with women, connected with trips, connected with future plans. Maybe this big change between the two of them in the recent past is connected with money. Now, the outcome. There's the Two of Wands. It's expanding. Trump wants to expand the Trump organization, wants to make it worldwide. That's what he wants. And he's talking to her about that. It feels like this is more about Trump and less about her. it feels like, I'm sorry, he speaks and she listens. She very quietly listens. So just from these cards, it feels like she's a listener. She's not a talker. She's a doer. She's faithful. She's devoted. You can count on her all the time. The fact that she listens, maybe listens and doesn't speak her mind. Again, I'm just seeing the cards. I have no idea how this woman is. But that fact that she lets him do all the talking in a very outlandish sort of way, and with lots of, you know, bravado and all of that, and she doesn't interrupt him, and that she doesn't annoy him with tales of, oh, that's impossible to do, Mr. Trump. That's impossible. She doesn't do this. She's a listener. That was the thing that kept this relationship alive for so long. And then she goes out and does the things that he wants her to do. And he doesn't worry about details. Details are her responsibility, not his. She's the listener, he's the talker. And he wants to expand everything, expand the organization, and he's telling her about his plans, his future plans, and she's just listening and worrying about all the work, all the extra work it will mean for her. And now she will unravel everything in order to do what he wants, in order to accomplish his big dreams. But at the bottom of the deck, there's a rebirth card. So their relationship will change. Their relationship changed somewhat in the last 3 months, and it's going to change again. And she's not talking. So the Judgment card also speaks of trial, of judgment, Judgment Day, of the Mueller investigation, I'm sorry to say. Something connected with the trial, a possible trial with the Mueller investigation, will completely change their relationship. Now, what else can I ask? What else can I ask? I can ask the deck if Trump will eventually feel betrayed by Rhona Graff. And I'm going to give rules to the deck. Will Trump eventually feel betrayed by Rhona Graff? Like concerning everything that's going on, like the Mueller investigation, the Russian investigation, you know, all the news that come to the light. So the rules are, if a card of swords or wands show up, it means a yes. If a card of pentacles or cups show up, it means a no. If a major arcana card shows up, it means I need to take another card until one of the 4 suits show up. Okay? So, will Trump feel that Rhona Graff betrayed him? Eventually, will he feel like that? So, swords or wands is yes. Cups or pentacles is a no. A major arcana card means that I need to take another card until one of those suits appears. So, will Trump feel eventually that Rhona Graff betrayed him? No, because it's the pentacles. No, you will not feel like this. Okay. And again, the Queen of Pentacles, she will keep her secrets. She might have something in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Capricorns, they don't speak a lot. Taurus, they can keep a lot quiet, and Virgos also can be quiet. They quietly judge. So she might have something on Earth. A quiet woman who's a listener, who's not a talker. and who's a doer, who knows a lot about money. So he will not feel that she betrayed him. Now I'm going to ask the tarot if she, Rhona Graff, will feel eventually that Trump will betray her. So will she feel like that? Will she feel that Donald Trump will betray her or betrays her eventually? So the same rule applies. Swords and wands means a yes. Pentacles or cups means a no. If a major arcana shows up, it means that I need to take another card until one of the suits show up. So will Rhona Graff eventually feel that Donald Trump betrayed her? No. So they managed to keep the secrets. They managed to keep the secrets at great personal loss. So maybe she won't talk. She won't talk and she will suffer the consequences for not talking. So again, I don't know, I might be wrong. So one possibility is she talks and she will lose a lot. Another possibility is she will not talk. She will lose a lot, but she will not lose everything because she kept it quiet. This is a woman who's not a talker, who's a listener, who knows everything and gives up nothing. I think another card. I want to see, after the Mueller investigation is over, how will Rhona Graff be seen by the public? After everything is settled and done and over and the trial is done, what if there's a trial? After the Mueller investigation is over and everything is done, how will the general public, especially in the US, will see Rhona Graff? How will she be seen? Okay. 50. It seems like a mermaid. I don't know if she's breaking in or breaking out. I don't know if she's caught or not. I'm going to okay, where is it? I'm going to read from the little book. This is number 50. So I can, okay, curiosity, comparisons, dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction. I think the general public will be truly unsatisfied by her. So, one of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows right now. Dale Carnegie. Maybe they will look at her as someone who's trapped in her own illusion. Now, someone who has a lot. This is a mermaid, and this mermaid is in a bubble. Maybe they will see her as someone who's in a bubble of her own illusions. And this mermaid can get out of this bubble, but she kind of chooses not to do. And I'm seeing here a dove, a white dove. There's a white dove. And this kind of confirms white dove is forgiveness, is the Spirit of God speaking to us. You know, it's always good connotations. The white dove, I'm going to connect it with a good offering by the Prince of Cups. Like in a positive way, the Prince of Cups gives you something out of love, out of compassion. So they will be seeing her as someone who's being offered something out of love and compassion. And I'm again thinking about the Mueller investigation, but I don't know if you can see it. This mermaid has her eyes closed. She has her eyes closed. She chooses not to see this gift. this offering. And she chooses to be in the bubble. She chooses to be in this very tight place, and she chooses not to go, not to leave, not to liberate herself when she could. When she could liberate herself. She's in a bubble. That's what I'm getting. In a bubble. I'm going to keep reading it. We are driven at first by curiosity and then by dissatisfaction. To consider alternatives to our present circumstances. Okay, she might at some point consider alternatives to her situation. But then she kind of blew them off. The Two of Wands in the reading connected with Donald Trump. So at some point she will be considering alternatives, but she won't be doing anything. So someone will come to her offering her something, and she'll have to make a decision. She'll decide not to consider the alternatives, and she'll decide to keep on living in this bubble. Potentially, I don't know, I might be wrong. So the grass appears to be greener on the other side of the fence, or so we believe. And so it is with this visual take on the tale of the Little Mermaid. The glass sphere, the Little Mermaid doesn't end well, by the way. I remember when I was a kid, I'm 44 years old, I saw the proper version of the Little Mermaid, okay? The messed up version that made me cry. I was 10 or something like that. I did not see the Disney version. The Disney version, you know, Disney, everything, well, not everything, but the Disney version, if I'm not mistaken, ends up well. When I was a kid, I saw the Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid, not the Disney version, was in love with the prince. The prince ends up, and she gives up being a mermaid. She gives up, okay, this is interesting, she gives up a lot. Rhona Graff gave up a lot to be with Donald Trump. I'm wondering if there's some sort of platonic love here going on with her and him. That she loved him all this time and she never spoke of it. She never talked it. She never said it. I don't know. I'm just reading the cards. So if this is a take on the Little Mermaid saw a prince, fell in love with him, gave her legs but took out her voice, so she couldn't speak. This just speaks to me of someone who doesn't talk. Someone who doesn't talk in a regular basis. She will not speak her mind. She will be quiet. She will be devoted, faithful, all of that, but she doesn't speak her mind. She's quiet, she's a listener, and someone who ultimately will not speak, will not give up Trump. So the Little Mermaid gave up her voice. So she gives up her voice in order to have legs, in order to walk on land, in order to be with... This is the version that I saw when I was a kid, okay? And it made me cry so much. Oh my God. All the tales of Anne Christine Andersen, they're messed up. Oh my God. Don't tell those to a little kid, to a 10-year-old. I saw it in television, and I thought, because I was a 10-year-old, I think I was 10, I'm not quite sure. I was young. And up to that point, all the, more or less, the fairy tales were nice, interesting. But then I saw this one. And usually, the prince gets the girl, or the girl gets the prince. Usually that's how it happens. For the first time, I saw the prince married someone else, and she died. She was transformed into a bubble. The first version that I saw, she was transformed into a bubble in the ocean. And she was like one of the spies for the witch. And the other version that I saw, and because I was, that I saw and then I read about it, was that she, because of her sacrifice, because she refused to kill the prince, because the only way she could go back to being a mermaid, if she was to kill the prince and maybe his new wife, this is the only way, and she refused to do that. God saw her sacrifice and gave her a soul, because mermaids don't have souls according to the story. So God saw her and gave her a soul, and she went to heaven. I'm like, I still don't care. She doesn't. I cried so much. I remember that. So this tells me that the general public will see her as someone who had to give up a lot in order to be in the Trump organization, in order to stand by her man, quote unquote. They will see her kind of like a lost soul, someone who does not speak her mind, someone who doesn't say what she thinks and feels, someone who keeps it quiet, someone who will be sacrificing a lot in order not to hurt Trump. This is how the general public will see Rhona Graff at the end of the Mueller investigation, when everything is done. Okay? Continue to read from the book. Okay, the grass appears to be greener on the other side of the fence, or so we believe. And so it is with the visual take on the tale of the Little Mermaid. The glass sphere provides her with a means of briefly experiencing another world, and much like a vacation away from home or brief foray into a different lifestyle, the experience can prove to be intoxicating. It may turn out to be something that leaves us discontent, or it may provide the impetus to move on and make such changes permanent. Oh yeah, so the sphere, she's like breathing air inside of this sphere. So she's with Trump because she gets to experience a different world from which she doesn't belong to that world. She was not born into that world, and this is why she has to be with Trump. She has to deny her whole self, her own individuality, in order to experience being in another world, being in the Trump organization, being in this glamorous world, even though she cannot breathe in it because she's a mermaid. But we should be wary and consider carefully whether we would try to belong in this new environment. We should try to judge it for what it would be in reality. Sorry, I apologize. I think she's living in an illusion. And everyone will see her as someone who lives in an illusion. The attraction and appeal of those brief encounters may not survive a lengthier commitment. Yeah. She has to give up a lot of herself in order to be in this world, the world of the Trump organization. She can't breathe, she can't talk, she can't walk. This is how she feels. There's some sort of offering that comes her way, but she ultimately, I would say, will deny it, and she will lose a lot because of it, I would say. So, I don't know what's going on. I might be wrong. You can come back and tell me like a year from now, 2 years, 5, whatever, how many years from now. And you can, if you have the patience, see all 1 hour, my God, of my video, and you can tell me you got it wrong or you got it right. I don't know. It feels like she's not a talker. If she talks, she will manage to keep some secrets. Not all of them, and she'll lose a great deal. If she does not speak, she will lose something as well. She'll lose something, but not everything. And apparently, Trump trusts her, and she trusts Trump. So this broken heart type of thing, within the next 12 months, might be something that happens to Trump, connected with his health, connected with the Mueller investigation, but not necessarily with her. Or it might be something in her personal life, in her love life, in her relationship. Or it could actually be some sort of health issues with her heart. This has taken a toll on her and might be damaging her heart. She should take a look at that. Because she's not a talker. She's not a talker. She's a listener and she's a doer. That's it. This is the reading that I have. If you like your own personal reading, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you.